So let's go ahead and take a look at this Thunderbolts trailer. Now, I've read many different iterations of the Thunderbolts in the comics. The one that I'm most familiar with is the one where it's mostly supervillains in the team. Some reformed, others not, others forced. It's kind of like, you know, it's Marvel's version of the Suicide Squad, if you will. Where, you know, they've had characters. The one I'm most familiar with, like Baron Zemo, Zemo has been kind of in charge of the team, and they've had a variety of different villains a part of the team or anti-heroes. But I mean, everyone from Taskmaster to Deadpool to the Punisher to Elektra. I mean, so many different characters have been a part of this team. You know, as a revolving cast. You know, much the same as Suicide Squad, and it's fun. It's good. I like it. You know, they go on the Black Ops missions. They do the dirty missions that you know no one else can do. You know, where all the heroes can be celebrated. They have to do all the stuff behind the scenes, and they get no credit for it, right? And it's a fun comic book, and there's been, again, a lot of different iterations on it. Now, I know this movie, I really like the concept of it, but I have to admit, I find some of the members of this team will be a little lackluster. Like, I think, you know, you guys know, I like Wyatt Russell. I think him as U.S. agent makes sense. Florence Pugh coming back as Black Widow. She was the best thing in that movie, so her coming back makes sense and all that. I'm like, cool. I actually, no, that's not to say. I also really like David Harbour as the Red Guardian, so, like, having him be a part of the team is cool. Bucky, have him be, you know, in the movie, fun. Like, I'm not a Ghost fan. I didn't really care for her in Ant-Man and the Wasp 2. Didn't really care for her character at all. I really dislike their take on Taskmaster. I think they fucking blew that. That was a huge mistake. I imagine there'll be other members of the team that will be included. I guess Sentry. I'm not a Sentry fan, but he's in the movie. Played by Bill Pullman's kid, which is good casting. I liked him in Top Gun. But there's I feel like there's other villains. You know, that's why you don't kill your villains. Don't kill your villains. Put them on like a team like this. You can bring them back, and I think that'd be really fun. So we'll see. Maybe there's some surprise in the trailer. They say this is a teaser trailer. This thing's like 3.5 minutes long. This isn't a teaser trailer, guys. This is a full length trailer. So I don't understand why they're calling it a teaser trailer, and I don't know why they have an asterisk there. That's also kind of weird. So I don't know. But let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer. I have not seen this. This is my first time reacting to it, so I'll come back with my thoughts, give me your thoughts, and we'll have a nice little conversation.
I click leave on porch. Your subordinates will be reported to DoorDash HQ.
Alexi, it's me. Open up.
It's me delivering.
Milena? Hold on! Milena!
Hi, Dad.
Aww.
Sorry about the
Still
wait.
calls him Dad.
It was on an important call. Highly classified.
Typical night for Chris.
Lot
Hey,
of work,
this is my
lot of
future.
work. Many irons in fire.
You feel fulfilled?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so full. So filled. But why do you ask this? What brings you here?
Like your new hairstyle. Give an NSYNC a run for their money.
There's something wrong with me.
Yeah. No, honey, you look good.
I'm just drifting, and I don't have purpose.
Oh, he has a kid now? That's interesting.
I thought throwing myself into work was the answer.
With your feet on the air, your head on the ground.
Oh no.
Who are you?
I'm Bob.
Who sent you,
He's
Bob?
doing the Bob thing again.
You were all set?
Same thing. Top Gun. Okay.
Everyone here has done bad things. Shadow ops. Robbing government labs. Contract kills.
Yeah, so?
So, someone wants us gone. What the hell?
We're brought up with this belief that there are good guys and there are bad guys.
What's the plan?
He was washing
This
it.
could get messy.
Eventually, you come to realize that there are bad guys, and there are worse guys, and nothing else. Look at you. So adorable.
Why the asterisks?
Don't worry, she's bulletproof. What happened to bulletproof? It's bulletproof-ish. Is that Bucky?
Oh, is he gonna do?
That's
Oh, he
not
did the
good.
same thing. Winter Soldier. Yeah, I guess my whole thing is with this. I love the idea of it. I love the concept of this. And there's like some of the members of the cast that I really enjoy. Like I really love David Harbour as this role, as the Red Guardian. I think he's so good, and I like Florence Pugh as the new Black Widow. I think she's done a great job. She's usually the best thing in whatever she appears in as that character. And I like Wyatt Russell as U.S. agent. I think that's great cast. I think he did a great job, Falcon Winter Soldier. But there's just some of the members of the team I'm just like, I don't really care about you. Now, if they can win me over, and if they can like do a complete 180 with these characters and actually like have them be like interesting, give them something to actually do, then cool, But it's gonna come down to the writing, honestly, because I really want to go back to. What phase 2 of Marvel and they continue on in phase 3, what they did so well was they started to incorporate like different genres into it. It wasn't just like a superhero film, we go from point A to point B to point C. Like, with Winter Soldier, the reason why I feel like so much of that movie appealed to me and why it appealed to other people was because it was a spy film. It was a very political film. It was, about subterfuge and spycraft and bringing in those real world politics and attacking your enemy before they become your enemy, and surveillance. It was all of that. And I thought how they handled Hydra, and then they brought like a certain class. The class of the movie was, I think, upgraded with someone like Robert Redford, who has experience starring in movies that focus on those types of political themes, whether it be All the President's Men or 3 Days of the Condor, stuff like that. And so I was like, oh yeah, that's why, I think one of the many reasons why the movie was so successful. And I've just wanted them to kind of go back to that kind of like, part of Marvel where it's dealing with spycraft. I was hoping that Black Widow would do that, but the story just wasn't good. And it just did these really dumb, frustrating things. I'm like hoping that Captain America 4 does that, but if Thunderbolts can do that, like, okay, cool. But yeah, I don't know. There are some parts of the trailer I like, other parts I was like, okay, I've seen this before. So, I mean, they showed us a lot of footage in this 3.5 minutes. That's a lot. I don't think this is a teaser trailer. This is very much a trailer. But yeah, I'm mixed on this. I'm hoping the best because I feel like you can do a lot with this concept, and we've seen this concept done very well. Obviously, with James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, and we've seen it done extremely poorly with David Ayer's Suicide Squad. So, what will this be? I'm hoping it'll be more like James Gunn's Suicide Squad, but we'll see. What about you guys? What do you think of this trailer? I'm going to screw up a little bit so you guys have to say we're some sort of sidekick squad. Chris, this is really giving me James Gunn hand-me-downs. But I mean, yeah, that's the thing. It's also that same dynamic with a collection of characters who are kind of fuck-ups, losers and stuff, thrown into a situation to fight a bad guy, defeat evil, etc., 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 like Guardians of the Galaxy. So there's definitely a lot of that in there. I can't disagree with that. I want Songbird / Screaming Mimi, says Clown Freaks. That just looks like a whole lot of nothing interesting to me, says Space Cowboy. Aussie says, I'm gonna give it a chance. I'll give it a chance. I hope it's the best. But yeah, I'm just kind of like, I'm mixed on it. You have a chance, it reminds me of Suicide Squad. Oh, definitely. 100%. He's about Julia Louise's character. They've been building her up across multiple films and TV shows. And I like her. I do like her as an actress. I think she's good. So I just want her to be used well here. So apparently the asterisk means they're the new Avengers. They're just the team to replace the old heroes made from a box of scrap. Oh. Okay, is that what that's what they're saying? So apparently the asterisk means they're the new Avengers. They're just the team to replace the old. Oh, interesting. I don't think Thunderbolts is gonna do it for you, Chief. Damn. I'm I'm hoping for the best. But yeah, I have my reservations. Secret Invasion. Oh yeah, Secret Invasion was the fucking I can't even say. I only watched one episode and then I thought, well, okay, that was all right. And then I was gonna go back to it, but then everyone was saying how terrible it was, and I never finished it. I never watched the rest of it, but I believe everybody. I've seen what came afterwards, and I was like, yeah, I didn't miss anything, which is too bad because it's an interesting concept. I may see it, but an opening weekend. Bishop. It kind of reminds me of that very first show for Air Suicide Squad before they reshot and recut it to make them more like Guardians. Fair. Well, to be fair, I think this has more humor than that first trailer of Suicide Squad. But I see what you're saying. The Suicide Squad. Marvel and DC borrow from each other like the comics, and so much of the Thunderbolts is Suicide Squad, and vice versa. So it's gonna, you can't shake it. You just can't shake it. That's what people are gonna say. Like, oh, this is like Suicide Squad for Marvel. I mean, yeah. The only thing they just have to make it good. Just make it really good. But, I don't know. I'm mixed. What really has my interest about the movie is that they pretty much brought in the whole creative team of Beef to make. Now that sounds good. Oh, and that's why Stephen Yeun was initially attached to it, because he initially was going to be the Sentry. And then they put in Bill Pullman's kid. It's so funny that his name is Bob. Look at that. What really has my interest about the movie is that they pretty much brought in. Oh, I just read that. Sorry. But that's good, because I haven't seen Beef. But everyone that I've talked to have seen it has praised it, and they really enjoy it. So, I mean, that's a good thing. Big Smith says, I'll give it a watch, but not quite hooking me up. No, I think that's fair. I think I'm very mixed on the trailer. I'm like, there's some stuff I'm liking, but other things I'm like, Again, I think they really bungled it with, if they did Taskmaster like he is in the comics, I was like, that would be such a fucking great character. He'd be such a wild card on this team. And Ghost was just such a character from Ant-Man the Wasp that I don't really care whether she comes back or not, but she's here now. So, but hey, what would be most impressive is if they make me like these characters, like those two in particular. It's like, oh shit, wow, okay, maybe they can turn me around. We'll see. What they should have done was replace Bucky with Zemo. Oh, yeah, I agree with Deadpool. Replace Taskmaster with Abomination. Yeah, but right now 50% of the team has the same power set. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, they're all kind of Captain America-esque or Black Widow-esque. Yeah, you're not wrong. Good point. Yeah, have a good point. That's the thing about the Thunderbolts. They kind of always had like a diverse power set, It wasn't just always the same type of person. Just slight variations, but you're right. Yeah, they need like a Hulk. They need like an Abomination on there. There's so many, and that's the thing. Don't kill your fucking villains. I've been telling that, unless you feel like, all right, it's a natural. I'm not saying bring Thanos back. It's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, could you imagine? Okay. Like, wouldn't this be awesome if Michael Keaton's the Vulture was on this team, or if he had survived, Quentin Beck's Mysterio? That would be so crazy. That would be, with Sony, it would be impossible. But that would be like, oh, okay, all right. Like, that would, I think, be really cool. That would get more people excited. Yeah. Instead of having Ghost and Taskmaster, this version of Ghost and Taskmaster, like, have in, like, Michael Keaton's Vulture and Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. That would be, and Mysterio is a fucking nut, who is the one you really got to watch out for, because he's so psychotic and delusional. That would change the whole. I think if you did that, if you market it's like, wait a minute, it's kind of like in a weird way a Sinister Six movie at that point. Like that would, I think, be more interesting. Next trailer, you think about the Red Hulk in it. You think after they release, Captain America 4? Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised, Biggie Smith. I wouldn't be surprised. Ghost accurately summed up in Ant-Man 2. Meh, yeah. Knockoff Caps, yeah. Team, we have Captain America. Too busy seeing Dr. Morbius for an appointment. Oh, Jesus, that was such a... Ugh. I love that he even... when he came out and said... Because he was asked about that, like, in an interview. It's like, so what was that cameo even about? He's like, I don't know. And they didn't know either. Like, the filmmakers. He's like, I don't know. I got paid, though. He's like, good for him. And he was great as the Vulture. He was great, but... Yeah, damn it. Oh, well. They didn't send him to the nonsense. That would be, like, really cool. Mysterio would be easy to bring back. He's like, he faked his death or whatever. He manipulated the drones to make it appear or whatever the system was. Like, that'd be an easy, like, all right, he's back. He's fine. That'd be cool because I like Mysterio. I like what they do with Jake Gyllenhaal. I think if you had just replaced those two characters, Ghost and again, no offense to the actors playing them, it's just like again, it's not your fault. It's what was written for you. All right, it was written for you. How those characters are directed was terrible. But yeah, if you replace them with Michael Keaton as the Vulture and Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio, I think you get a lot more people excited. People go like, oh, they're back. That'd be kind of cool. I don't think the Vulture or Mysterio have been on the Thunderbolts before, so that would be also really interesting. Could you imagine if, in another world, they won't do it. I mean, they can't because of the multiverse of it all. But can you imagine, like, Willem Dafoe in a Thunderbolts movie? Can you imagine the Green Goblin on this team? Oh, my God. Oh, my line would be like, oh, here we go. That would be finish like him. They were like, we gotta put a bell on him so we know exactly where he is in the room, because he's always gonna try to like kill someone or stab someone. See, that's what I'm talking about. You need that character. Like, there's some of these characters I think are, like, really great. Like, I love the Red Guardian, I love Black Widow, Bucky, sure. But you need that other character to go, like, and I'm sure the Sentry is going to be that wild card, but no one knows who the fuck the Sentry is, like, mainstream. Only comic book fans know, right? Only, like, people like myself and you guys know. But if you put in, like, Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin, it's like, holy shit. Complete changes people's perception of the movie. All right, to be like, oh, but, Edgy Berserker Kevin, good to have you, Edgy. I'm imagining the Green Goblin. I would have instantly watch this. That's what I'm saying. They needed that kind of hook. They need that character. And I'm not saying all the characters in this are bad. There's some I really like, but none of them are just like, oh shit. Like Zemo, I think would have added that. Zemo would add to that. I mean, Zemo should be on the team. It's so crazy that he's not like I don't understand. That is very weird because Zemo has always been connected to the Thunderbolts. At least the majority of the time. He's usually been he's the team leader. So that's weird. It's weird. And I thought that's what they were setting up at the end of Falcon Winter Soldier, but who fucking knows? Who fucking knows, chat? You could also use Thunderbolts to backdoor Venom. Let me see. Oh, Deadpool, stop. Go with the Spider-Man 2 game version of Venom. I see what you're saying. Okay. That's crazy bioorganic weapon. Got you. That would be better. I agree. I was like, Deadpool, you were losing me, but then you brought me back. I was like, okay, all right. Yeah, he was the Thunderbolts, exactly. Sanders is a boring. Now, he really is. Brian Michael Bendis fucking insists, and the only reason why he's here is because of Brian Michael Bendis, where he brought him back to prominence. I hated the character. He was just a psychotic Superman, and as you guys know, I'm not really, and not to say that we haven't had good versions of that, like of Homelander and in Omni-Man, like we have, but he's just boring. He's just so dull. And so maybe they'll do something new, and then they'll make him interesting. Like, it could be a possibility, but yeah, right now, I am not a Sentry fan, so they gotta win me over. They gotta do some heavy lifting with this movie. That's what I'm saying. We've added Zemo and Abomination. Definitely. I agree, Kingpin. Edgy Grant, if you put the Green Goblin in a rom-com, I would watch it all. But really, just put the Green Goblin in anything. I would watch it. that would make me be like, all right. If they ever make a Sinister Six movie, I could definitely watch it and make it good. Yeah, I mean, of course. I don't trust Sony to do it. But, this movie, this trailer just needed like a moment. It didn't have like it didn't have an oh shit moment. When I would have been interesting, that would have been cool. Yeah, bring him back, because I don't know what the fuck they're going to do with him now. Yeah, Red Hulk, which I wouldn't be shocked if Red Hulk's in the movie. That wouldn't surprise me. Zemo would fit right in. Yep, Zemo. There would be easy. Yeah, tension with Bucky. Well, and that's one of the best things about the Falcon Winter Soldier show was the tension and the chemistry between the three of them. I would argue that's probably the best part. Other than Isaiah Bradley, who I really liked in the show. But I love their dynamic. I thought that was really interesting. And you need that. You need that for a movie like this about bad guys. People kind of like, I like Zemo a lot. What do you think of the character Hyperion? You know what? He's one of those other. It's funny because people are fan casting like Henry Cavill as that character, and that turned it off like even more to me. I don't really know much about Hyperion. I just know he's another Superman knockoff character. This could been this could been way to introduce Punisher back. That would be kind of cool. Like that's what I'm talking about. If like the last thing in this trailer is we have another member and it's fucking John Bernthal's the Punisher. That's like now I'm not even a big fan of the John Bernthal Punisher TV series. I didn't really care for either season, but like I like him as the character. That would be like a kind of moment. That's what you need. You don't like your Superman smack? Nah. Not really. Put the Green Goblin in anything, just not. Yeah. He didn't really have much to do in that film. Not his fault. But yeah, I'm mixed on this trailer, chat. You know, I'm hoping the movie's good. Like, I love the concept of things like the Suicide Squad and the Thunderbolts, and you know, it has a lot going up against it. It really does. It's gonna have those Suicide Squad comparisons, and you know, if you know that's gonna happen, it's like that's fine. But then you gotta have your characters like really stand out. You gotta have each and every single one of them be like, whoa, this guy, this girl is, I love them. They're really interesting. They're really funny. They're really demented. You gotta lean into that then if people are gonna compare you to that. And I'm just like, some of these characters are just not interesting. So we'll see.